Welcome back. All right, so the neighborhood's kind of noisy right now, and my brain's kind of foggy right now. We're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna watch Vegas and Dallas, and I'm gonna cross my fingers that I'm a happy camper again tonight. The Vancouver Canucks are going to play Edmonton in round two. I'm overjoyed, and I know there's gonna be Oilers fans like, "Oh, we'll kill the Canucks." All right, but the Vancouver Canucks got out of the first round. It should get rid of the narrative that, it was just a lucky run in the first half of the season. So it was Sheloves versus Saros. Archer Sheloves right now. Folk hero with Canuck fans. Absolutely. Folk hero with Canuck fans. There's been goaltenders who've come in the playoffs before and had admirable performances. I don't know that any of them have done what Sheloves has done. So Forsberg has a shot saved as the Preds controlled early. And Nashville played their game through most of this, and Vancouver just weathered it. Things are pushy and punchy in a hole by Shelovs. Yossi has a shot that's blocked. It's all Preds early on. Canucks press are kept to the outside. Myers fires one wide on a turnover. The shots are 2-1 Nashville at 3 minutes. The teams trade turnovers. Things are pushy on a hole by UC Saros, who had an excellent game. Jankowski has a net feed that's picked off and cleared. The Canucks press. Strong back-checking by Nashville. So they stayed true to their game, back-checking, blocking shots, and all of that. Besser has a chance that's missed high on a rebound as the Canucks are getting some pressure. Preds blocking the chances and the Canucks missing the net on others. So that's something that the Canucks are going to have to work on in the next round. Nyquist has a rush chance that's poke check by Shelovs. That might have gone in, but yeah, Shelovs poke checks him there. And then Yossi has a blast that's held. Mikheyev has a turnover chance that's blocked. Zucker has a wraparound near miss there. Forsberg fires one wide as Nashville presses. The shots are only 3-2 Nashville at the half. So while we get really good shot totals by the end of the game, finally, really early on it looked like we were going to have another game of maybe 30 combined shots is where I was pegging it when it was 3-2 at the half of the first period. So there's a Hughes has a shot that's blocked as the Canucks get some pressure, and then Nashville presses with 9 minutes left. Yossi has another chance that's saved. Here we are. Pad save on an Evangelista net drive. My brain not completely functioning tonight. I know, there's going to be people like, your brain is never completely functioning. Fair, but tonight it's a little more impaired than normal without needing alcohol. Trust me, if I'd had anything to drink, this would be so much worse. Alcohol doesn't agree with me. So, pressed by Nashville with 7 minutes left. The Canucks were having turnover issues, and they're stuck on 2 shots in the game. The Canucks press with 4 minutes left. They don't get shots there. Preds blocking anything to the net. Good smothering defense. Carrier has a slap shot that's held as the Preds press. Again, the Canucks press. There weren't shots on net there. And then Besser with a buzzer beater that's held. So the Canucks do get some pressure late. It's 0-0 after 1. Second period. Crossbar for Forsberg. Yeah, crossbars, posts, right? And just think about if that empty netter had been hit a couple games back, what this series might have looked like. So Carrier has a one-timer that's held as the Preds had the early jump again. Lindholm has a rush chance that's saved. There's a near miss for Dakota Joshua. Zucker misses one wide on a rush. Miller to Suter. There's a near miss there. Suter was all around the net tonight. Had his best game as a Canuck, I thought. Shots are 3 apiece at 4 minutes. As wide open as this series gets. Though it would stay pretty wide open the rest of that period. Canucks press at 4.5 minutes. There's a Yossi blast that's held as Nashville presses. Forsberg fires one high from the slot. There's an offensive zone penalty by Besser. You've got to watch those. And it's a 4-minute high stick as well. So, there's an early cycle. It's cleared. And again, Preds cycle. There's a near miss for O'Reilly. There's a shorthanded rush by Pettersson. That chance is held. Their Preds cycle and set up late. Then there's a clear. There's another clear by the Canucks. Evangelista has a shot that saved. That power play is killed off. The shots are 8-5 Nashville with 9.5 minutes left. Both goalies the story of this game. Just great goaltending at both ends of the ice. Preds pressure with 9 minutes left. Things are pushy on a hold by Shelovs. We get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. McDonough has a shot that's held as the referee's told that he sucks. Yeah, tell Canuck fans they didn't have a power play all night. So, teams trade rushes. The Canucks have a 3-on-2 that's broken up. Zucker has a net drive chance that's held. Lindholm to Garland. There's a near miss there. Dog pile as the Canucks can't bury a loose puck. There's some pushing as well. The Canucks press with 2.5 minutes left. The Preds get mad at the linesman for getting in the way of a pass that might have been a 3-on-1 chance if it had gotten through. Teams exchange turnovers. Miller has a rush chance that saved. McDonough with a near miss in the final minute, and a net feed to Joshua. Near miss there, and more blocks by the Predators. So we're going to the third period. It's still 0-0. And don't worry about the linesman getting in the way of a puck. The referee got in the way of a puck while the Canucks were pressing, and that helped Nashville clear the puck out in the third. So third period, Zadorov fires one wide during a brief press by the Canucks. Nervous energy, I felt, but I think that was probably me and everybody in the neighborhood. Press by Nashville, 2.5 minutes. There's a blocker save on DiGiuseppe on a 3-on-2. The shots are only one apiece. 3.5 minutes in, the shots end up being a lot more busy than that. Suter's denied and close. Zadorov has a shot that's blocked and cleared. Hughes has a slap shot that's blocked. Preds are doubling the Canucks in shot blocks. Not really a surprise. That's Nashville's game. Six shots are 6-1 for the Canucks at 5 minutes. Saros an absolute wall at that point. Another save on a Suter chance. He had so many chances from the same spot, and he ends up scoring from that same spot as well. Press by Nashville at 7 minutes. Canucks fail to clear as well. Parsonen has a shot that's blocked out. Canucks press. Myers has a chance that's held. There's a turnover chance for Parsonen that's held. Bluger has a 4-on-2 chance that's blocked. Mikheyev has a wrist shot that's held. Blocker save on Forsberg. There's a press by Nashville at the half. Besser then in all alone on the net. He's absolutely robbed by Saros. Press by Nashville with 6 minutes left. Lindholm overskates a puck in the slot. It's just, and I understand, like, on that play, like, it's split second, but man, if he had got that, I think that was going to go in the net. Shots are 10-7 for Vancouver with 4.5 minutes left. Mikheyev has a rush chance, that's kicked aside. McCarron has a rush chance, then that's blocked. Nashville presses with 3 minutes left. I got nervous, but the Canucks would get a press and they would score. And it's interesting, too, because it's just after Yvonne came home and she was just going to tell me, well, the Canucks can score now because I'm home. She was right. Suter scores at 18:21 from Besser and Pettersson. I agree. She should have been home earlier. But I still can't breathe at this point because the goalie pull happens with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. That's not what made me nervous. 48.5 seconds left. The Canucks guilty of an icing. Again, doesn't make me nervous. But then a dumb penalty. 33.9 seconds left. It becomes a 6-on-4. Nashville calls a timeout. And my heart started again after that 33.9 seconds was off the clock. Vancouver wins a nail-biter. They don't do anything easy, these Canucks, but they're successful. They get out of the first round without Demko. And I don't think very many Canuck fans at all thought that when Demko went down with injury, and then especially when DeSmith was down as well, and he was the backup tonight, I don't think there's many who would have predicted this was going to happen. So for Vancouver, they win this series. You see the Tony the Tiger magnet there for Seelovs, and I thought, if I could get a bigger Tony magnet for moments like this, that'd be great, but I don't have one. Shots on net, 6-5 Nashville in the first, 13-12 Nashville in the second, 12-8 Vancouver in the third. Final shots, 29-27 for the Canucks. Power plays, Vancouver didn't have one. So nobody can say that the ref sucked in terms of favoring Nashville because, or in terms of, from a Nashville fan perspective, because Nashville had 3 power plays. They had the 1 power play in the last minute, and then the double minor in the second. Outside of that, they didn't call anything. There was the 2 minutes of 4-on-4, obviously. Hits 25-22 for Nashville. Hits total a little lower than I would have thought. Maybe Nashville wore out with those hits during the series, but it felt like Hughes had a lot more room tonight than he's had the rest of the series. Shelovs, 27 saves on 27 shots. You could argue for retiring his number with Canuck fans right now, and they'd be like, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Saros, 28 saves on 29 shots. I feel bad for Saros. He doesn't get goal support. This series was very low scoring altogether, and the Canucks showed they could win a series like that. So we'll see what happens in round 2. And again, I know they're going to get killed by the Oilers, but they got out of the first round, and this feels like, it's good news. The Canucks got out of the first round in 2020. They get out of the first round now. This feels like, it's a fun little run that they're on, and they're doing it with absolutely nothing from Pettersson. If Pettersson can start producing against Edmonton, and who knows, maybe it's a better matchup for him than Nashville. Maybe Nashville knew how to shut him down. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you have not done so already. I apologize for anything I missed on the board, and if I misspoke at all, because my brain's still like, I can't believe that just happened. I didn't even allow myself to cheer until like a couple minutes after the game was done. I'm surprised my throat doesn't hurt and my voice is still okay, but the night is still young. Let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon. It feels weird when a team I root for wins in the playoffs, but here we are. I'll talk to you again soon.